plans. I'm creating this video to help people who may not be as familiar with how roleplay works on Facebook get around and figure out what to do. You might not even be very familiar with Facebook. Some people may find some of this a refresher. So here we are on the main page of the Westlands, and you will find some different ways to get around. If you come over here, you'll see the discussion tab, which will have the posts that are in the main group, including this very important sticky post. You'll see a list of members. You'll see the events, photos, and files. You won't have managed group. I have it because I'm an admin. Of these, the most important are discussion, events, and files. Now, I'm not actually going to go to the events tab because Facebook has been eating our events when it comes to showing them in this tab. It's a bug that's not just happening in our group, it's happening in many groups. That's why here in this discussion tab, we have made this list of rooms. You can use those rooms to go anywhere in the game, and that's where all the role play really happens, other than this out of character room, character profiles. So if you want to go role play, what you would do is go to any room. For example, if you wanted to start a scene in the Blue Bull Tavern, you would just click on it, and you see it's got a nice picture. You have to make sure you're going to the event, and then you can come down here and write something. Once you start writing, you will get some new options. So I'm going to write something because I'm a smart aleck. And then if you want to role play with somebody, you would just tag people in your post, and because they're in the group, even if you're not friends, you can definitely bring them on. For example, Rebel is not currently my friend, but you see as soon as I type RE, her name shows up. I would just click on there, and she will be notified now that I want her for an RP. Now, you don't have to tag anybody. You could, if you wanted to, just type open RP at the top of your post to let people know that you're just kind of sitting there wanting to meet people, and that anybody and everybody is welcome to come in and play. When you are actually role-playing with somebody, I'm going to go here to I'm not going to go there because that's a pain, but you see that's where your notifications will be, and it'll show you when people have replied to your posts or liked your posts or whatnot. I'm just going to go back here. When you're role-playing, one person will go ahead and kick off the post, which you'll see Carl did here. And he didn't tag anyone, it was just a starting post, but we got on Messenger with one another and agreed to have this little RP, so I just came in and commented on his post. You're always going to want to try and comment rather than reply, because one of the fun things about roleplay in the Westlands is that people get more material to read. It's like getting novels that never got put out. So a lot of people do like to read each other's posts and keep track of what's going on. So just make sure you comment rather than reply. We only really replied for out-of-character chatter. Now here at the top, you will always see some admin mod will get around to putting on this admin post. Comment here to barter for pattern points. You also can use this to notify an admin that a scene is complete so that you can get your pattern points. You'll notice a lot of people are worried about the dice. You'll notice that in this entire RP, we never did a thing with the dice. The dice are mostly either for story-told scenes where somebody is acting as a game master and telling a story, and there's some need or desire to insert an element of uncertainty or decide how it will go, which you can sometimes do just by working things out with people. Or it's when you're, maybe you start a sword fight with your friend and both of you kind of want to be the badasses, but you both can't be the winner. So rather than arguing about it, you can use the dice to resolve it, and all of that is covered in our documents. If you ever want to get back to the main Westlands post, under the event, you will see just the link right there, and you can click on it and there it is. If you need to get to any of the files, you don't have to come back here, though all the files are linked. You can always come over here to Files, and you will be able to click on and read all of the files. Now, only the admin should be able to edit them, but you can click on them and read them. And of course, we have asked you to read Rules of Conduct, State of the World, Character Creation, Conflict Resolution, and Gameplay, the One Power, and Objects of the Power. Roster is also very useful because it can help you find people to roleplay with. And if you're having a little trouble getting started, another thing that's nice is just going over to the character profiles document, which is located here, and seeing who there is to play with, reading their backstories, and going, well, maybe my character would have something to say to that character, or maybe they should get to know each other. That person looks interesting. And you can just tag them. Or doing an open RP is kind of a nice way to draw somebody new and get a scene started. This will always tell you up at the top who plays the character, so you can use that to message them or tag them if you would like to play with them some more. And that is pretty much it. We all hope you have fun and have a good time. Your admin and mod team is definitely here to help you with that. If you have any questions, we are definitely here for you. I did not cover how to roll dice or anything in this post, but if you ever do need to roll dice, just very briefly, we do use the rolz.org, rolls.org, in this Westlands room, and we use them both to create characters, but you could also use them to roll your player dice. It's very easy to get to, very easy to use once you know the commands, and if there's a need for it, we can certainly I can certainly make another video that would cover that. All right, see you soon. Hope to RP with everybody. Good luck.